Saying good night from Los Angeles. Now to the Emmy Award-winning Ernie Johnson in our studios.
Welterweights in Vegas, heavyweights in LA. You could not ask for a better playoff game than the one you just saw at Staples Center. And the Clippers knock out the reigning champions, the San Antonio Spurs. Complete highlights and analysis from Shaq and Kenny and Nate Robinson coming up on Inside, presented by Kia.
Otherwise, I'll have to say it over again. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're here. How you doing? Don't be shy. Come on in. Come on in. We got enough now, don't we? Fire away. Well, let me say something first. I usually don't do that, but kudos, congratulations, everything to the Clippers, Doc and his staff, players. Great series. Really played well. Both teams played with class. There was no baloney going out on the court, except for me fouling Jordan, I guess. But other than that, both teams competed their butts off. It was great stuff, great series. So congratulations to them. I am really happy for them. Sad for us, obviously, for a lot of reasons, but really happy for that group. They're trying to get it going, and they're obviously in the right direction.
Pop, on the final play, it looked like you wanted 3 shooters in the corners to open things up for the lob to Kawhi. I know you were upset by the buzzer that went off. You feel like they got a chance to see what you were intending there?
Absolutely.
Did you feel like you should have gotten a chance to have another timeout to change things?
There's not a whole lot you can do with 1 second. They'd seen part of the play. It was going to be tough anyway.
Have you lost a series where it felt like your team did so many things to win the series?
That's a great question. I'm sure there's an exception, but usually in the past, if we've won a series, we've pretty much won it hands down. Or if we got beat, pretty easily. This was a grind every 6 of the 7 games were a grind. So it was a little different in that way. But it was a great series.
It was for a fact, and we welcome you to Inside the NBA, presented by Kia. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, Nate Robinson. A game that featured 31 lead changes and 16 ties, and it winds up with the Clippers winning 111 to 109. And boy, Chris Paul, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better individual performance playing through pain than Chris Paul put on tonight. But when it started out, Tony Parker with a hot start, Nate.
Yeah, for him to go, 10 for 21, a lot of shots, but we saw spurts of the old, Tony Parker, and it was good to see him tonight.
Off the steal. Chris Paul in transition.
Nice little push off.
And knocks down the 3.
Yeah, he played with a lot of inspiration today.
But here you see him grabbing at the left hammy. And it would bother him the entire game with that hamstring strain.
Yeah, but
he fought his way through it.
Went in the back, talked to Dennis Colanello and Jason, the trainers. Got touched up, put some icy hot on it, manned up, and came back in the game.
I was not aware of that facet of the story, but thank you. Jamal Crawford off balance, and it's a 1-point lead.
My goal thing was I wanted to see who would stop making big shots. I didn't think that for the whole game both teams could make big shots. But I was 100% wrong, because there was a big play after big play from not just your star players or the guys who would make all-star games, but it was guys all over the floor, making big shots.
Green to Duncan there, and then Paul finds Blake Griffin. And it's 45-44 as they continue to ride the seesaw at Staples. Paul back in there. Came in at about the 6-minute mark of the second quarter and comes up with this, which was nothing compared to what he did at the end of the game, foreshadowing.
You know, that's his move that he's been going to all playoffs and it's been working. Even though he's sore with the hamstring, he's saying, you know what, we need this game. Let me go to work.
Look at the Spurs giving up the offensive board there on the misty Andre Jordan free throw, and Crawford cashes in from deep. And at the half, it's 57-55 Clippers. Into the third, and here goes Paul.
Yeah, his ability to just seize the moment. And every time there was a big run, he stopped it. Every time there was a big run to start, he started it.
A 7-point lead, which was monstrous in this game. And then Danny Green.
He was big today, too.
Oh.
Big shots, block shots on Blake Griffin down the stretch. Great passing.
This is a hell of a game 7, Ernie. Oh, Yedick.
J.J. Redick for three. 68-64. And again, Chris Paul grabbing the hamstring here, Nate.
I mean, for CP3 to play the game that he played, being hurt, getting everybody involved, but him taking the game and like really showing everybody that he is really serious about trying to get this championship. And this game was fun to watch. This is like a treat. This is the next fight. Was this one right here, getting ready for Pacquiao Mayweather.
And here goes Parker into the paint. Game tied at 72, and once again, Chris Paul heads to the bench, but would return.
Yeah, his ability to fight through the pain, his ability to make the correct basketball play was unparalleled.
Big baby.
Hey, yo, big baby.
Got the hook to fall for him, 76-72. Now, Austin Rivers trying to foul Ginobili. They had a foul to give, and they're going to rule this.
A
Three-point shot.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, Doc was a little taken back.
I've never seen a ref call that.
Ever. Especially in the playoffs.
Oh, but you know, he did foul him with the wraparound.
But you're not giving.
He did foul him with the wraparound.
You're not giving him a three free throws.
He hit 2 out of 3 that trip, but then look what happens in the waning seconds of the quarter, Paul, and you knew, sort of, it must be the Clippers' night.
Only to noon, though.
Yeah, not in this game.
Yeah, my God.
He was thinking shoot all the way, Ernie, right there. I don't know if he was trying to go to the bank, but the bank is open in L.A.
78-76, and it's 79-78 going to the fourth quarter. You want more Chris Paul?
Yes.
You're about to get some more of it right here.
Splitter on him.
Mismatch.
I hate that what the Spurs did, that switch and putting Duncan and Splitter on Chris Paul. He just, with one leg, one hamstring, he just abused them all night. I would have doubled him, tried to make him a better passer.
Ginobili had the huge 3 after a Kawhi Leonard offensive rebound right there. J.J. Redick. Can you say tied at 97?
I have to agree with Kenny, Ernie. Not only did they hit big shots, they hit big timely shots. Right time.
So with the game tied, under 5 minutes to go. Duncan.
Oh, man, Riverwalk.
99-97.
Father time.
Tony Parker. Somehow. 101-100.
All these rebounds. Good defense.
It's going to wind up in the hands of Tim Duncan.
And one.
He would miss the free throw, but San Antonio up 103-102. Then it's 105-102. And who's gonna tie it this time? Matt Barnes.
Damn.
From straight away.
Timely shot, Kenny.
Timely, he shot the ball like he wanted it. He was looking for it. Good block by Danny Green.
That was a huge play.
Shot.
Parker will miss, but another offensive rebound. And then Parker picks himself up and sticks it back in. 107-105.
That's what you call a hustle, Ernie. He fell down, got back up. Was there for the rebound.
Jamal Crawford. You've been seeing that all your life, haven't you, Nate?
Man, too many times. But, you know, Maul, he has a knack for making big shots.
It's a hard double, Ernie, because if you don't, you get in these kind of situations where you get Tim Duncan on a foul on him there, not able to defend him. Again.
He made both free throws. And then Duncan fouled, and he made both. So we're tied again, 109.
And here comes
setting the stage for this.
The pick and roll again.
How did he do it? Off the glass, breaks the tie.
Oh, that push-off right
Push-off.
there. That's how he did it.
It works every time.
111-109. One more chance for the Spurs. Go up top, knocked away, and that's your series. Interesting, too, that they had the horn malfunction there with 1 second left as the Spurs started to run that play, and you heard Greg Popovich say, yeah, it gave him a look at what we wanted to do, but it was going to be very tough with 1 second, as Pop pointed out, to make that work. They could not. Clippers advance, knock off the champs, 111-109. You heard some from Pop as we came on the air. Here's some more. He was asked about the big three coming back together.
Oh, no. I mean, people ask me about Tim and Manu and myself for the last 5 years, what we're going to do. It's all psychobabble. I have no clue. You know, we'll probably come back. Paycheck's pretty good. You think I'm lying?
Greg Popovich able to
laugh it off.
Yeah.
You're going to cry later. Laugh now, cry later.
Kenny, I mean, you guys have all been in playoff games. They don't get much better than that one.
No, not much better than that. The thing that made it great, that it was individual plays by multiple people. So then it was a total team effort. A lot of times you see one guy having this phenomenal game. Shaq's been in games and had a phenomenal. Even Nate Arbison I've watched, get 20 and a quarter. But to see Matt Barnes, Redick, Crawford, everyone get involved in big moments that's an unbelievable game to watch. And typically it doesn't happen like that.
And as Sean was saying, as he runs camera 4, it was on this fight night, punch counter punch all night long in this game.
Yeah, Shaq has something going on there.
Shaq ain't doing nothing else.
He has something going on. But yeah, I agree with Sean. Punch, counter punch, 1-2 punch, and uppercuts. But the one thing, no one fell. No one fell. No one wavered at all. And they were like, if you're gonna, and this is what you look at the San Antonio. I've said this for 4 years now. You have to play at a certain level to beat them, and the Clippers did. They didn't go down. They didn't have a bad night. They didn't play worse. The Clippers played better, and that's the only way you can beat the San Antonio Spurs.
The better
you
team
have to be at a 90. They played at an 89. The San Antonio Spurs today.
I just think in playoff games, you have to the Spurs had 2 fast break points. You need every easy basket that you can get. You don't get only 2 fast break points to their 15. That's tough.
13 offensive rebounds for San Antonio, kept them in that in the fourth quarter. They got huge buckets off the offensive glass. But in the end, essentially, when you look at this series, why did the Clippers win it?
Because they hit timely shots. Kenny made a great point. Not the superstars. J.J. Redick hit one. Matt Barnes hit one. They hit some key free throws. And then the superstar, Chris Paul, 4 or 5 seconds left. He makes a great move, hit a shot off the glass, didn't leave the Spurs enough time to run a creative play. And, it was a well fought game throughout. I was kind of expecting not really a blowout, but either the Clippers win by 20 or the Spurs win by 15. But it was neck and neck. And then the last couple of seconds, the Clippers just made the better play.
Give me an early take, Nate, on Clippers-Rockets in the conference semifinals.
Oh, man, that's going to be fun. We get to see Fear the Beard. I can't wait to see, Houston's been doing a great job all season. James Harden is one of the best scorers I've ever seen, play the game. And, that team has a lot of depth, and it's going to be fun to watch. But I can't even tell you, I can't pick a team that's going to win. That series is tough. Yeah, hopefully it goes 7 and end like this.
The Cold Hard Facts presented by Coors Light gives us a look at the matchup that we're about to see as they split the regular season series.
Not surprising.
Yeah, exactly. Clippers shooting 46% against the Rockets, winning the rebounding battle. Houston with more fast break points. But, I mean, the way the Rockets are playing right now, too, the way Josh Smith has come through, the way Corey Brewer has contributed. And then you wonder about the Chris Paul situation.
No, that's everything, Ernie.
Yeah.
Because Chris Paul's not J.J. Barea. You know,
Barea, yeah.
Barea. He's not J.J. Barea, where Jason Terry had an opportunity to play against an offensive guard, but not to the like of Chris Paul. So now, if Chris Paul is healthy, he has a clear advantage at the point guard. This Jason Terry is an older Jason Terry. He doesn't have the ability to probably stay in front of Chris the way he probably would have maybe younger. But without Chris Paul being healthy, the Rockets, I think, win the series. But if Chris Paul is healthy, he has such a clear advantage to me.
Well,
and everyone gets.
They're not going to guard. JT's not going to guard Chris Paul. They're going to put somebody else on him.
But Kenny, he's not healthy now. He just hit a game winner. I don't want to hear that. If he plays well, if he plays smart, they have a chance.
Well,
we're not going to say if he's not healthy. He's not healthy now.
He can't play like this against the Rockets in that type of basketball shape.
Well, it spotlights again the injury to Patrick Beverly in Houston, too.
Without question.
Such a dogged defender at the point. So that one's going to start on Monday. No rest for the Clippers.
Monday?
Who would you put on him? You said he wouldn't go. Who would you put on him?
I don't
know when Monday is.
I don't think there's nobody on that team other than Jason Terry that can guard him.
Nah, but JT, they're not going to guard.
Who you going to put on him? And then you got to think about it in the break.
Guard him, but I mean, they got a lot of 50-50 players that really do all the dirty work.
There's no
Brewer,
1-2
fast break, the human fast break.
Either of you guys hear the music?
I'm hearing it, but I thought
that means we're going. But that's cool.
We're going to talk more about this game. You're going to hear from Doc Rivers when we come back. There will be a new champion in 2015. The Spurs knocked out by the Clips.
All season long, players have brought fashion to the forefront. Now that the playoffs are here, it's time to elevate the style stakes. It's East versus West in the fashion game, and we want you to pick the winning team. Will it be the dashingly dapper dudes from the East, or will the laid-back, sleek style of the West prevail? Post or tweet your choice throughout the NBA playoffs. Let's see who wins the NBA Styles Fashion Face-Off. For more NBA style clips, log on to nba.com/style.
Shaq, here's your Monday schedule on TNT.
Day after tomorrow.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Bulls and Cavs.
Every
game
time.
one of that series.
Every time it is.
And then it's the Clippers and the Rockets in game one of that Western Conference semifinal series. So the Clippers get through. It's the first time they've won a 7-game series when they trailed 3-2. They had been 0-6. Let's hear from Doc Rivers.
With like 2 minutes left, Tim Duncan walks up to me. This is the first round. And he almost took it out of my, I was thinking the same thing. And that is the classiest organization, the classiest players, the best coach to me ever, or one of the top ones. And so all our respect goes to them. I mean, if we could scratch that somehow, some way in the next years, we would be thrilled to death. It was a great win for us, beating that franchise, but just their class. And then the last thing that I loved about this series, it was all basketball. It wasn't any crap. It wasn't any fights. It was just two teams, think about it, playing basketball. I don't know if there was a flagrant foul in the entire series. It was clean, solid, beautiful basketball by both teams. And I'm a better person because I went through this series. I guarantee you that.
So that was Doc a short time ago. The Clippers, by the way, 10 three-pointers made in the last 3 games. Hit those 14 tonight in the clincher.
Big.
Timely shots.
What do you say we go to Tim Duncan, who is now live with the reporters?
When I had the red and black.
It's a little early to think about that.
What do you think about Chris Paul's performance tonight in the shot he made?
It's unbelievable. He was incredible, all around. Just an amazing competitor. I know he was a little hurt. I know he was playing a little hurt, and he played through all that, and found ways to get it done. made just an unbelievable last shot over two of us. Just a great leader, and it was amazing to watch. I wish I wasn't on the other end.
And apologize to belabor the point, but Pop did say, especially from a money standpoint, he couldn't see you and Manu and himself not coming back next season. Would you agree with that? Or?
What's the question?
Would you agree with Pop's statement that he expects you and Manu and himself to be back next season?
If that's what he said, that's what he said. I'm not making any statements thus far.
What was your the emotion in the locker room afterwards and after this series?
Just obvious disappointment. We ended the year strong and played well. Obviously, put ourselves in a kind of a tough situation with some losses throughout the year. It could have been a different bracket, obviously, but we got what we got. We got a very good team, very hot team, and I think we played our butts off.
Tim Duncan, 4 2010 games in this best-of-7 series that went the distance. And now the question does remain as you look at the season in review. But you heard Pop say, hey, look, the money's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to be back. You heard Tim Duncan very non-committal. I haven't made any comments about that. You expect to see Tim Duncan back in the San Antonio uniform?
Yes, of course. He'll be back. Most of those guys will be back. They'll probably work their magic and get 2 or 3 more guys we've never heard of, guys who will turn out to be hell of a players. They probably need to get younger, a little bit younger, but yes, he will be back, definitely.
I mean, how about Ginobili? I mean, are we seeing this team slowly now?
Unless they retire.
Yeah, I mean, Ginobili's 37, Timmy's 39. Well,
I mean, I would be shocked if he did retire after this year. I mean, you know, it seems like Timmy can play a couple more years if he wanted to.
Playing at this high a level.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't end 27-11 and say, well, I'm not good enough. But what the Spurs really have to evaluate is, you know, their bench now. You know, they say, okay, we have some guys on our bench who are great players, but do we need to add something? And the new guys coming in on that bench, how many minutes will they take away from the starters that are there? I think that core will be back. The biggest game of the year for me was the New Orleans game. When they dropped from 2 to 6, you know, they go from home court advantage to playing every game on the road for Game 7. You know, that would have been the difference. I think being a 2 seed would have changed the dynamic. Yeah. Who they played in the first round.
Oh, you played Dallas in the first round with home court, or do you want to play the Clippers with them having home court?
You play Dallas with a Rondo explosion, you know, so you play that team where you get a little bit of breathing room in maybe a couple of games where the Clippers gave them no breathing room. And you got to take your hats off. I did not believe the Clippers could play consistently this well for 7 games. I've never seen them do it. That's why. I have seen the San Antonio Spurs play this well before. This is not new. When we see them lose to Miami this way. We see them beat Miami this way. So we've seen the Spurs, but I've never seen the Clippers, this group, play that well for 7 games.
No, they convinced a lot of people, I think, who are people who doubted them, doubted their mental makeup.
But you have a
and
right
whether
to
they
doubt
could get over that hurdle.
You have a right. You've never seen it. You can't. I mean, people say
and you saw some decision making.
But you've never seen it. If you've never seen it, why would you hate? It's like I've never seen you do it. So why should I think you're going to do it today? That's the only difference I see, Nate.
So did they prove something to you, Nate?
I mean, they definitely did. They just, like, toughness today. They really willed themselves to win, and it was fun to watch. Like it was like we was watching a boxing match, and like you didn't want it to be over. You just wanted to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. But I mean, just for those guys and the circumstances, you know, Chris Paul being hurt, you know, them guys, you know, never beating the Spurs in a game like that since right before I was born. Who knows? Like. But it was just fun for them to watch. I mean, for them to be playing at that high level, and fun for everybody else at home to watch. It was great.
111-109 final. First rounder that goes the distance, and the champion San Antonio Spurs knocked out by the Clippers by 2. Back with more here on Inside right after this. Welcome back to Inside. We got the lip sync war coming up on Wednesday night.
That's gonna be cool.
It is.
Hey, you got any suggestions for me for songs?
It depends on how old you want to go. How far back?
I want to go. I want to go with like 80s.
80s?
I'm going 80s.
You going 80s too?
A little Prince.
You going?
You going
okay.
A little Prince. Baby, I'm just like my mother.
I'm going 60s, man.
She never thought it by.
I'm not enjoying this show.
Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry.
I didn't know Prince had a little. He said, "This is what he sounds like." I didn't know Prince.
So if that hasn't scared you off from the lip sync competition, join us on Wednesday night.
Life is a mystery.
Manu Ginobili, postgame.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a singing competition.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's lip sync. You don't sing.
Oh, that's right.
Manu Ginobili, postgame.
I knew that.
I don't know. It could happen easily. I still don't know what I want to do, and I don't want to make decisions, right after the disappointment, like a game like this. So I'll have a lot of time. I'll see with my family, try to evaluate what happened during the season, how I feel, and if I'm ready to go at it again. And I guess the Spurs are going to have to make a decision too, see what they want to do also. But yeah, it's not a topic to talk now. It's still too early.
How do you feel physically?
Good. I mean, considering the circumstances, I'm good. I know I'm way slower than what I used to be, and I can feel it, and it's sometimes hard. But you understand it. I mean, I'm close to being 38, so I don't expect to be the same as 25. But it's not that I was in pain all season, like a couple of years ago, and that's something also is draining. This year it wasn't like that, but it's always harder to go up there and compete with 22-year-old kids and try to match them up, and you don't have the same energy to keep up.
Manu Ginobili and the Spurs fall by 2 in LA. Clippers advance 111-109. We're coming back. Check out the starters. Get your daily dose of all things NBA playoffs. Weeknights on NBA TV. Skeets and Tass and Lee and Trey. Good guys. There's Chuckster, of course. Nate Robinson filling in tonight. It's been a pleasure having Nate with us. What was that one for? What was that one for, Shaq? Did you hit the wrong button?
Yeah. I tried to hit. I want to see if they can.
I thought he said he had the flu.
I'd like to see this. I'd like to see you try to say that.
The dude went all in with 4-9, and the guy had a straight flush.
Actually, it's more like this.
I think there's a little hostility building.
Hey man,
up.
listen. I don't think
when you're in the playoffs.
we could go on fishing on the Spurs. I'm sorry, man. They play well enough where they shouldn't be on a boat. Okay, now let's.
Too bad. Sending the Spurs on vacation when we come back.
Man, that's hard, Ernie. I'll feel guilty doing that.
Yeah, we'll get over it. Matt Barnes, big buckets for the Clippers, celebrating.
Twins. Yeah, Matt, how many babies you got?
100. 100.
No, those look like that's the whole team's kids. There's a lot of diversity in that group. There's a lot of there's little CP3. That's what they call.
Presented by no one.
All right.
Come on, Ernie.
So we've got Nate's been fishing before with you, hasn't he?
Oh, no question. Yeah. Nate's been on a lot of boats. A lot of boats.
We have a couple of teams to send fishing.
We got to hit the.
We got to. Yeah, we do.
They gave me the. They gave me the rookie one.
Oh, wait.
Because I'm new here in TNT, guys.
Is the boat not working on your side, Nate? Here we go.
Oh, hey.
Okay. We got to send the Nets fishing, and we got to send the Spurs fishing.
Oh, we can send the Nets fishing. We're out of Brooklyn, baby. Oh, man.
What's that, Kenny?
Is that Jay-Z?
Yeah, Jay.
Jimmy Fallon, Jay-Z.
The Rock. The Rock.
Look at
The Rock, baby.
Look at that Prokhorov on the jet ski.
Yeah, we had The Rock, baby. The Rock.
Reel him in.
Rock is in the building.
I see you've been working out, Kenny.
Whose arm is that down there? He's holding the beverage.
I see you've been working out.
You
Kenny.
ready,
Somebody's
B?
in there. I don't know.
Yo, Shaq, you ready?
Somebody's holding a beverage. Well, no, there's someone underneath. Oh, okay. No, it doesn't. It looks like another hand. That's Jimmy.
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
yeah, hug the dog.
And on the Riverwalk, fishing on the Riverwalk.
Oh, Chuck is on there.
Tommy Lee Jones there, Miss San Antonio.
I'm in San Antonio.
Look at Chuckster with the Cowboys.
Who's up top on the bridge? Who's on the bridge?
Who's up there on top on the bridge?
I don't know. I can't tell who that is.
Oh, that's one of our runners, Mike.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, very good. All right. What a
Kenny, you crossing my line?
what a playoff game, man. That was
What's up, Mom? Hi,
that was
kids.
something. Nate Robinson,
Hey, good job.
much
sir.
thanks.
Good job,
Thanks,
man.
man.
We don't want to see you back here for about 7 years.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. You got about 7 more years left in you.
We're back at you
That's what the
Monday.
team- Let me be me and let me play.
Playoff
Underdog.
double dip
Hey,
conference.
get a man a big deal.
Man, what's
I
up?
mean, could get 20 points in 20 minutes.
And
See y'all.
So fast. Ha. So many seconds.
Early.
Barbecue chicken.
Lunch.
Can you
Dig it.
dig